October, and this is a pumpkin. You can tell it's a pumpkin because of the way that it looks. It's also a pretty fly pumpkin because it's got a dope hat. Maybe it's a top hat or a fedora or a trilby or a Homburg. I'm not really sure. You decide. Leave it in the comments below. What kind of hat is he wearing? It's up to you and your imagination. Sky's the limits. And we're here with Friday, my dog. Say hey, Friday. I've got my pumpkin spice on ice. It's very nice, you know, because we're in the South, and even though it's autumn, it's still hot as Satan's butthole. It's October 1st today. Halloween is this month. The spooky season is upon us. Halloween. And that's what I love about Halloween. It's about intrigue and mystery and magic and the paranormal, and you can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a zombie, or if you want to be Jason Voorhees or a transformer, or if you want to be a princess, or if you want to be a psychopathic murdering princess who likes to crochet on the weekend, why not? This is your month. You can express yourself however you wish, be whatever you want to be, and that's what I love about this time of year. This October is already shaping up to be a very busy month for me. I've got some musical performances. A few of my friends are performing live. I'm teaming up with Miss Audrey Monroe later this month, and we're going costume shopping. But first things first, I want to show you guys something that I've been working on specifically for Halloween. Come on, let's go. All right, here we are in my art studio, and this is Lily, the little ghost girl. So last month, the Bee's Knees, which is a tapas bar in downtown Augusta, they reached out to me and was like, hey, RUCU, what's up? I was like, oh, nothing much, just doing my thing. And they're like, hey, do you want to be a part of this Halloween art show? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And they're like, it's spooky theme. And this is what popped into my head. Immediately, this is what popped into my head. And here she is in living color. There she go. Lily is this sweet little ghost girl, and whenever it's not Halloween, she's always scaring people, and that's not really her game. She doesn't like that. So I'm thinking Halloween is the perfect cover for her. She can come out, she fits right in, she doesn't scare anybody necessarily. You know, she can go trick-or-treating for her favorite candy, which is clearly candy corn. Plus, I'm thinking about putting her on one of these cool little art mugs, like this flying pig here. But I'm going to do something a little bit different, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. Stay tuned. So I hand cut stencils and applied it with spray paint, but you want to know the coolest thing about this? Check this out. She glows in the dark. So cool. Today I'm performing with the Vicky Grady Band at the Ales for Tales benefit, which is an all-day festival chock full of food, beer, live music, performance dogs, pet adoptions, and a laser light show. Apparently this is the event's first year, and basically they're raising money to start a no-kill shelter for Lincolnton, Georgia.
What's going on, Mike?
What's going on?
We
out here to enjoy the event.
All right, I'm here with Mike D.
What's up?
On another exciting adventure. It is October 5th, and we are playing at, what's it called? Ales for Tales, that's right.
I thought this was Woodstock. It's not Woodstock?
Wait, this isn't Woodstock 50th? What?
I'm blown by this guy. Hey, how you doing? Goodbye.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. Good to see you. Ooh, look at all these cars.
Hello. We're with the Vicky Grady Band. It's supposed to play at 1. All the way down? Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Very much.
Look, there's going to be a, it's going to try to point you to the right. Since you're going to have your own parking lot, go to the left.
To the left. Okay.
You'll see it at the end where it forks. Just go to the left.
Thank you.
And if that's wrong, I did not tell you to do that.
What's up with the denials?
What's
up with
Everyone's
denial?
like, if it's not right, don't blame me. So what do we do? Where are we going? Is this even a real event?
There's something about that waiver we had to sign. Maybe there's something to this.
Wait, I didn't get any waiver.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So I had this dream last night, and I had this creature. It was like a small creature,
Oh.
and we were in the woods, and there were all these people, and oh my god.
Playing the part of the small creature.
Upon our arrival, we met with the event coordinator, who informed us that Lincolnton County had deeded 1 full acre of land towards their cause. That's a win in my book. Not only is the festival for a great cause, but it's also not 1,000 degrees outside. Just for some context, the temperatures yesterday were 102 degrees. That's triple digits in October. Today, however, it's a much cooler 73 degrees with lots of cloud coverage. The leaves are falling, they're bowling peanuts, and we're about to rock this mother out. I'm sure Friday would have had a blast.
The Vicky Grady Band.
And all you needed was someone to believe in you. And all you wanted was someone to see that you were incredible. And I believed in you, but you were so blind to see I was standing right there in front of you the whole time. And all you needed was someone to believe in you. And all you wanted was someone to see that you were incredible. And I believed in you, but you were so blind to see I was standing right there. And the sun goes down.
I was 11. It was New Year's Eve. I was downstairs on the couch waiting for the ball to drop. And from my upstairs bedroom came something down the stairs, peeked around the corner. He was kind of this golem-like creature, and he looked like he was burnt and charred and up to absolutely no good. He peeked around the corner, made eye contact with me, and looked absolutely shocked that I was there, and scurried back up into my bedroom. So I did not sleep upstairs that night, and I never knew what it was, what it was doing. I would like to know, but I never found out. I didn't describe him enough because I really have no words.
Yeah.
He was just so scary.
All right, we are here at the house of
HellBarbie Claire. Hey, honey.
We are all in for a treat tonight. This is my first time attending. I've seen a lot of her Facebook Live posts from Murder House Live.
See, I haven't seen any of them.
I know.
So I'm like, I've never been here.
And Miss Audrey Monroe here is going to be a special guest on the show tonight. I am just merely here for entertainment purposes. I'm an audience member.
A director and photographer.
I cannot wait to catch the show. So, are we ready? We're ready. All right, we're ready. Let's go. Claire Storm, aka Barbie from Hell, is a drag personality, independent film actor, former reigning Miss Augusta Pride, and Scream Queen glam rock frontwoman for her band, Chainsaw Mascara. She's truly a multi-talented performance artist. Now dubbed the Mistress of Murder House, Claire has been producing this live show out of her house for the past 3 years, and I'm so excited to finally be an audience member for tonight's show. I'm also very honored to be here in support of Miss Audrey Monroe, as this is her very first introduction to Murder House Live, and she just so happens to be the special guest in tonight's episode.
HellBarbie Claire Storm and an interview with Audrey Monroe.
I'm upstairs in the bathroom and I had to come up here to clean off because I got sprayed with fake blood. There was a stabbing in one of the acts and I've got it all over me. But they said it washes out, but that's just the murder house for you.
I've got some bases. You want bases?
Will you bring me a bass?
Yes.
So I'm
yes.
gonna get a close up.
Maybe come to rehearsal or something this week. Tuesday we do the band rehearsal. You can come over if you want and watch us band rehearsal. Those are the
sure
cutest fucking
somebody
things
makes
I've
them.
ever seen. I'm losing my shit over those. I have never. I'm like,
They're so cute.
oh, we gotta need a Michael now, and I'll be set.
Yes.
Where's Miss Audrey? Miss Audrey? I'm gonna need an Audrey. So she. We're gonna do a few pictures. Everybody gather in. Yes. Come on, darling. It is time. It's time. Welcome to Murder House Live, everyone. Give it up for my guest, Miss Audrey Monroe. Stunning. I don't even know. Words cannot describe how beautiful you are in person, too.
True that.
Absolutely lovely. Elvira was one of my favorites. Of course, Marilyn Monroe you saw tonight in the show. So we're gonna tell us about yourself.
I'm Miss Audrey Monroe. I'm a vintage pinup model here in the Augusta, Georgia area. I do a lot of vintage makeup services and hairstyling. So I am a licensed esthetician and makeup artist, but I specialize in vintage style and fashion. Do a lot of things with vintage Uli, as do you.
She's always been good to us.
I brought a little bit of her with me today.
Yes,
with
I
my
understand
top
that's
and
her
my-
top.
My glove, yes.
The gloves too, right?
Well, the gloves weren't hers, but the top definitely was, and I had to bring that here tonight because you and I share a passion for vintage clothing.
Yes.
True vintage clothing.
And I had to actually, this is actually vintage from Vintage Uli. This was when I put together Lucy years ago. You know, Uli helped me with this. I think she would expect me to ask for the 50s since it's the 50s tribute tonight. So I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite 50s song? Do you have a favorite 50s song or artist?
Yeah, I do.
You
And
might have already answered it. So.
it's Diamonds Are Girls' Best Friend.
Which is one of my numbers. Your favorite? Let's go to my favorite decade because every time you're on Murder House, the theme here is it's always a Halloween night in the 80s. Make some noise.
Yes.
So I have to know what your favorite 80s song is. You probably know I was going to ask you.
God.
That. Everybody knows I'm going to ask you that.
Hell's Bells.
Yes! AC/DC?
AC/DC. I love AC/DC.
Yeah.
They're so.
I
I could just drop AC/DC song. That's my favorite band.
Oh, hell yeah. I love AC/DC.
Yeah. Throw in some Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
Let's not leave out Pink
Guns N'
Floyd.
Roses.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna get back in time like we've already been doing all that. So what is your favorite childhood Halloween costume memory?
Princess Leia.
Yeah! That's for the win. Princess
Yes.
Leia
And my
for the
hair
win.
is so fine, and my mom was so sweet. She did my hair, you know, with the buns on the side. They were like this big, but I rocked this big.
I would love to see that.
Everybody just don't stop.
So what would you say is your next upcoming work? What is like your immediate next work?
I am going to be modeling in the Miller Theater is throwing the 1940s horror sci-fi party.
Wow.
So
Why did I know about
I'm gonna
this?
be the cat lady.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have my tracks and be up there doing my thing for 8 hours.
I want to be the queen. I want to be the space alien queen. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the very lovely, the very beautiful Miss Audrey Monroe.
I do on
And so
YouTube.
you need to look up her tutorials on
Miss
YouTube.
Audrey Monroe. Everything is Miss Audrey Monroe. You just Google.
And of course, November 29th, we have my birthday party at Pecos American Time Museum with Chainsaw Mascara. It's my birthday party, and it's also an 80s theme night. So it's 80s. I want everybody to come in high 80s fabulousness.
Turning 21 finally.
Horrible leg warmers. I want to see everything terrible that night. I want to see the worst hairdos, the worst 80s fashions you've ever seen. I want to see boys in the short shorts with the little slits up. Yeah. So I want to give special thanks to my sponsor, Skin Graphics, Tattoos and Piercings.
Yeah!
And cheap tattoos aren't good. Vintage motherfucking Uli, we love you. We're like so representing you tonight.
Yes.
Just saying. Oh my
Love
God.
you, Uli.
We love you so much. Oh my gosh, just absolutely stunning. And of course tonight, Audrey Monroe.
Yeah!
I also want to thank my in-house audience tonight. You can't see them, but give it up. And my audience at home. We're gonna say much love, glitter, and horrors. You ready? Until next time. Much love, glitter, and horrors. I was so like, but we're gonna
Now!
to Miss Audrey Monroe on
Miss
Murder
Claire
House
Storm
Live.
and the entire audience.
And to our audience.
Yes.
Tastes just like candy.
We have really good skills on that for the recording. She does, absolutely. There's no question about that whatsoever. Not gonna be bending a little?
Yeah, I'm sucking
Perfect.
perfect.
I can't. Now do you want to
Bye. Well, I lived in a haunted house. So Kenny and I had moved out together, and we invited 2 roommates to come along, and the home was built in the 20s. It already had a weird energy to it just by being that old, because it's my belief that objects do retain energy that we bring into the home. Unfortunately, one of the roommates was a practicing witch who did not like me. And she did a seance in my closet with my things.
And the next thing I know is the house became extremely hostile and we had an entity. And the entity had taken on a form of a woman who was very hateful. And she came to me one day. I was going up the stairs and there she was at the top of the stairs. She just had a very hateful face. She was dressed in gray. She had dark hair. And she basically told me in my mind's eye that she hated me and she wanted me out of the house. And the only place I felt truly safe was actually downstairs on my couch, which was by the front door and a particular window. But it ended up encroaching upon the entire space of the house. I moved and I had asked Kenny, because there were several items I wasn't going to take out of the home because I could just feel like it was filled with negative energy. But I wanted my radio, and he went in and he said, like, all I saw was him running out of the house. And he gets in the car and he was like, we were leaving and we were never coming back. I don't know what in the hell is in the house, but it has been bothering me for months. And he could hear it, heavy footsteps walk across the floor. So there definitely was a presence there. My dog, who never had any issues in the house, started peeing.
He was terrified.
He was terrified because I believe animals see stuff. I knew he could see it. My mom, who's kind of like a medium, she knew it. But when she came, it went to the basement. It would not stay in the same area of her because she's got so much strong faith in a white light energy. So that's a scary, creepy. I have other ones that are good though.
We are back in my studio with Lily, the little ghost girl. Y'all remember her. I painted her for a Halloween art show that's taking place on October 31st at Bee's Knees. So among your other party pop-ins and Halloween haunts, I strongly suggest swinging by the Bee's Knees and checking out the art show. There's going to be 13 artists total, including yours truly. This canvas, if you are interested in owning her, she will be available for purchase. But more importantly, do you remember when I said I was going to take this image and stick it on a mug, but not just any mug, like a special kind of mug? Well, check this out. Ta-da! Look, I know you're thinking, wow, it's a black mug. What's so special about that? Well, I am so glad you asked, because it's not just any black mug, it's a thermochromic black mug, which means it responds to temperature changes. Please allow me to demonstrate. You take your favorite piping hot beverage, be it tea, coffee, hot toddy, what have you, pour it straight into the thermochromic mug, sit back and watch the magic happen. And to me, the coolest part about the mug is that Lily wraps all the way around, so no matter whether you're right-handed or left-handed, you can see her in full view. If you are interested in getting your hands on one of these mugs, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll set one aside for you. Isn't she so cute? Bye. See you, Lily. This happened in 2009. It was Halloween night. I was with my brother and some of our mutual friends. There were 5 of us. And we went down to St. Helena Island, South Carolina. And on this island, there's this long stretch of road called Land's End Road. And later I would come to find out that this phenomena, whatever we saw that night, is actually known as the Light of Land's End Road. And there's all kind of stories and tales that go back generations that predate the American Revolution to try to explain what exactly this light is. So we're on Land's End Road, and it's this long stretch of road on the island. On either side, there's nothing but trees, and there's not a whole lot of places where you can really turn off. And we're parked underneath this live oak tree, and it's actually called the Hanging Tree, and it's on the side of Land's End Road, and it's just this old, ancient-looking tree, and one of the limbs kind of goes over the road, and we're parked underneath that tree. It's pitch black. Like I said, there's 5 of us. We're sitting in this car. The car's not on. All the lights are off. It's Halloween night. It's probably like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. A few of us start seeing things out of the corner of our eyes, like shadows, and people are hearing noises and stuff, but I'm just kind of like focusing my attention along the road and to see if I can see anything that looks remotely paranormal or supernatural. Then all of a sudden, there it was. And at first it was this little small hint of light, and it just kind of materialized out of nowhere. It started coming towards us, and it was slowly getting bigger and brighter, and we're like, what is that? Like, at first we thought maybe it was a car with one headlight, but it didn't really look like a normal headlight would. It didn't look like a car light. We didn't hear any noises. There was no, sound from like a motor. It wasn't like a motorcycle or anything. It just appeared out of nowhere, and it was in this fixed position, just hovering down the middle of the road, heading towards us. And the whole time it's getting bigger and brighter as it's coming closer towards us. I noticed that like it just doesn't look like any light I've ever seen. It's hard to explain, but it's like a self-contained, self-illuminating kind of energy, kind of like a ball of light. And I noticed it had like this greenish, yellowish hue to it, and the whole time it's just getting closer and closer and bigger and brighter, and then out of nowhere, it's just gone. It just disappears, and it doesn't turn, it doesn't go through the woods, it doesn't shoot off anywhere. It just like that, just disappeared, just dematerialized, just vanished. Still to this day, I have no explanation as to what it was that we saw. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. All right, all you ghouls and goblins out there, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's gonna do it for this episode. I wanna thank Miss Audrey Monroe for coming along on all the adventures and helping me film. I wanna thank my bandmates, Vicky Grady, Mike D, Eric Powell. I love playing with you guys. And I also wanna give a huge shout out to HellBarbie Claire Storm for inviting me to be an audience member on Murder House Live. That was so much fun. I hope you have a safe and happy Halloween, and until then, happy haunting.
Honey, I live in a haunted castle. I see crazy things all the time. Where is Gomez? He promised to bring me an umbrella. This is the first time I've seen the sun in, a very long time.
It's like one of my months. It's one of my... Hey, Friday. Your butthole's in the shot. Your butthole's in the shot. Right there. Your butthole's in the shot. Your butthole's in the shot. Boop, boop. Friday, turn around. Respect yourself. They're sexy.
Damn right.
This is gonna, people are not gonna believe this story.
So many noises. Every time I go to record, so many noises. Why all the noises? Oh my God. I'm teaming up with
Mm-hmm.